Yeah, what it do? What it do? How y'all doing? I'm sharing this link out right quick. No, this is not a Snake Cinema podcast, but I realized I did not do the monthly Snake Prince live vlog. So, mm, ooh, all of a sudden, I'm trying to share this link out, and all of a sudden, I'm starting to get some followers that were not following me before. Interesting. I guess it has to do with tomorrow's podcast episode. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of engagement lately. A lot of nosy motherfuckers. All right. Mm. So, how about y'all come? I figured since I did not do a monthly Snake Prince Lives, I might as well do one. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Mine was great. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Talk about that in a second. But yeah, this is about to get real. But so we don't have a lot of dead air. Um, I've Thanksgiving was great. We spent it in Nashville. We just got back. Well, half of us just got back. The other half went ahead and drove to Atlanta to drop off one of my nephews back with his family. And then some family are still in Nashville, like they not coming back till like Sunday. So we're having a good old time, just shooting the shits. It was great. We decided because usually my mom will host Thanksgiving in Memphis. Um, but my sister, because she got married and her husband live in Nashville and most of his family's in Nashville, majority, they always rotate whether they celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving with us in Memphis. They always rotate every year. And I don't know if it was my sister who came up with the idea or my mom, but it was like, yo, how about we come to y'all and make it a um a fun a fun get together where we combine both families, my sister's family, which is us, and her husband's family. And it was amazing. We rented a giant Airbnb house, like it was 4 stories with an elevator. Of course, we stayed there because most of his family live in Nashville. Some did fly in or drove in, but for the most part, a lot of them have homes, so they just drove up and had dinner with us. But we stayed there at that Airbnb, and it was amazing. It was seamless. It was no drama, no nothing. It was just a lot of fun. It was great getting getting to know more members of his family, and them getting to know us and vice versa. And it was fun because I don't think we had that many people together since my sister's baby shower before my nephew was born. So that was great. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of shots. All us grown folks. My mom, she wasn't studying any folks, she because she's a saint. But it was um it was great. It was such a great time, and I did not want to leave that Airbnb this morning. I was like, bruh, I don't want to leave. But it was great. A lot of great food. Oh my gosh, one of our sisters, oh my gosh, she did the turkey, and ooh, when I tell you I never had a turkey so fine and so perfect. But that was good. The food was great. The fellowship was amazing. Again, I did not want to let that bed go. I did not want to let that Airbnb go. I was in it. It was just, man. But anywho, I just thought I'd just come on here and shoot the shits with y'all and maybe playing out loud upcoming reviews for Snake Cinema Podcast. Um Upcoming things that I need to do before the year end wrap up, because December is pretty much now. Next week is December 1st. So The year-end wrap-ups are coming. I have to what I had planned for one countdown, it's gonna be easy because I'm not shouting out or showcasing any of the podcasts from a certain network. But other than that, it's like it's gonna be a quick, easy top 10 of the year. So coming up in December, we do have best of 2025 best movies, best albums um, of 2025. We're gonna have the worst of list. I don't think I did the worst of last year. We're gonna do the worst of list. So I can't wait for that because that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then the best podcast of 2025 that I either listened to or watched, whether it was Spotify, YouTube, whatever. If it's a podcast form of any form, it won't just be reptiles. Um, it'll be, it'll be a lot of stuff like pop culture, movie review podcast that I've watched or listened to this year. um a lot of horror, true crime. I'm gonna have to dwindle that down because that would be a list all on its own. So I'm gonna have to pick like the best two out of that category, the true crime, because that would take over the whole list. um and then I think maybe yeah, music podcasts that I've been heavy on, and then of course some political stuff. So it's gonna be all top 10. And of course, y'all know I have honorable mentions, so technically it'll be 15 lists that I need to prepare for December. But before I do that, I need to hurry up and review um some movies that are coming up. So thanks to the good old Jack Sparrow method, I did see some movies this week, some yesterday and the day before on our way to Nashville. So I need to review Wicked 2. I've already saw that. I need to review Zootopia 2. I need to review, and it's been out for a minute. I just been late to the ball game, but Predator Badlands. And I need to review this independent horror film called Good Boy. I've heard so many positive things about that, so I need to review that. So yeah, that is gonna be a killer lineup, and that would be the end as far as movies go. And then I have to I think it's like two albums that I need to review. If not, if I don't get to the albums, then if it's good enough, if it's worthy, then it might reach. I might talk about it if it makes the best or worst of music 2025. But I think the music is far because I've been listening to the same stuff over and over again. So as far as the best of in 2025, I think it's kind of set in stone. Anything I praised a 10 out of 10 in the past, well, y'all wouldn't know it because a lot of it got deleted. Um, but I think most of it will be pretty set in stone and pretty easy to do. What up, Brittany? What it do? Long time no see in the chat. Um, thanks for tapping in. Let's see. So so yeah, that's what's coming up on the lineup for Snake Cinema Podcast. Again, we're winding down. The best of and worst of list is winding down. Uh, so it's coming along, and it's time to highlight what got me through this year and what pissed me off this year. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Let's see. What else on the docket? I need to my breeding season has um is going well. It's going well. My Dinker project, Oya is very much pregnant. Very much pregnant. I believe we caught an ovulation already. And we're just counting down, letting her do what she do, letting her. I'm not bothering her. I offer food. She said no, which is also a good sign because she's been pounding food like crazy this whole year. She's been going crazy smashing food. So I believe that's a good sign. And so I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'll be even more excited when I see her on some eggs. It's gonna be great when I see her on eggs. Like that's all I look forward to. The rest of this year is Oya, my Kazi project, Dinker project. Let's see. And then of course I do have um some I'm still, even though it's winter time and the snakes aren't coming out, I'm still getting booked for photography gigs for the springtime. People are booking for proms, send-offs, they're booking for graduations and things of that net or that ilk. And so I'm super excited about that. Of course, with the untimely passing of Jimmy, I had to pivot some things. I had to let some clients know, hey, when it comes to, I know you was looking forward to the big snake, but unfortunately he's gone. Um, and they understood, they understood. So they got other options. And so we are they got other options. So we are still in business, still booked and busy, even in the wintertime, even though they're not coming outside until March ish. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful. The fact that people are still booking us, even though we're off season right now, it's a blessing. I cannot complain. Brian, what it do, chicken mine? Yeah, Dinka Squad. Yeah, yeah, that is, yeah. I'm super excited about that. So if you're in the Memphis area, if you catch this on a replay, because I know this is random, I don't usually go live on Fridays, but we just got home from Nashville, and me and my dad, well, my dad just left again, and so I have the house to myself, so I decided to go live, but and do my monthly vlog, my monthly live chat with y'all. Let's see, let's see. Of course, for those who either hit the replay or catch the live later on, there has been a lot of updates. Of course, a lot of people who follow me on Instagram already know the passing of Jimmy. People already know that, but just in case any new people, because I've gotten a lot of subscribers lately, a lot of new subscribers lately. We're almost at 900. I can't believe it. We're almost there at 900. I'm excited about that, but it was um it was a shocking goodbye. Was not expecting it out of nowhere, but he was an older snake, so it is what it is. I finally got to the point to where I could talk about him without crying, which is a good thing. It means I'm slowly coming back around. But ooh, my webcam walking rolling away from it. So just in case any new subscribers who checked out my vlog or checked out past vlogs or seen plenty of pictures of me with a big boa constrictor. He's no longer here, but his legend lives on. His legacy lives on. I've been getting a lot of memories from both Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Google photos of past photo shoots that we've done over the past 6 years, and it is it brings joy to my heart seeing those pictures. Some pictures, some photo shoot gigs I don't even remember us doing. I'm like, whoa, we did do that at that one time. Or he was a part of a rap show one time where they brought him on stage while they were performing. Like it's dope when I get those memories. So and then I also got a memory off Facebook of one time it was a feeding gone wrong where I was feeding him and he took the tongues with him and I just had to leave it. Like there was no way I was getting those tongues back because boa constrictors in food mode, I don't think there's anything stronger than that. And I was just like, and I had posted on Facebook how I lost that fight with the tongues and that the tongues was his. And the tongues literally stayed in his cage for like 2 days because he was not letting that thing go. And then when he got through eating, he sat on top of the tongues. And I was like, bruh, really? Really? So it was funny to see that Facebook memory of that post I made 3 or 4 years ago. I'm like, yo, I miss Jimmy. I miss him so much. But what up, Nikki? Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tapping in. Just doing a little update live chat since I got the entire house to myself, which means the Wi-Fi works because nobody else is here to use it. Um, and I was going over, just in case you missed it, I was going over the rest of 2025's Snake Cinema podcast roster. I got some movies I got to do. I got to do Wicked 2, Zootopia 2, Predator Badlands, Good Boy. It's a horror film from a dog's perspective. And I gotta and then of course I gotta do the season. I gotta do Stranger Things. Volume 1 is already out, but they're breaking it up. So I think the season finale premieres New Year's Day. So that will actually be January that I talk Stranger Things. And then of course I gotta finish once all the episodes are released, I gotta finish episodes 4 through 8 of Dairy. It Welcome to Dairy TV show. I love that show. That show is so fucking good right now. It's so good. What up, Eric B? Thanks for tapping in. Hell yeah, Team Barry up in this bitch. Team Barry. Yeah, I think you're gonna like it, Nikki. I think you're gonna like it. Me personally, I'm still boycotting Disney. They're not getting my money, so I had to Jack Sparrow it, but it was good. It was good quality. So, and to be honest, if I wasn't so stronghold on this Disney boycott, I would have went and saw it in theaters because it's so good. It's so good. But I can't give the mouse my money right now. I liked it, but I will go more deep in details when I do the show. Let's see. Burr, what did it do? No lie, boas in they food mode. Oh, I remember that bear. Bear lost his whole Apple Watch one time feeding the boa. That was hilarious. He just texted us a picture of the group chat, and you just see the boa sitting there with his Apple Watch in the tank. Oh man, he had to wait. He had to wait a while to get that back. Like they don't play. Like, my boas food mode. I could give them a big meal, like a big giant size meal with a lump in their stomach, and they don't care. They could swallow it and still be looking for more food. People say retics are greedy. No, boas are greedy. Like greedy as hell. Like that's why whenever I feed Jimmy or Morticia, because I still got Morticia with me. She's still here. When I would feed them, I would not bother them at all. If I left something or dropped some in their cage, or if I, because this happened with Morticia before, her she hid her poop and I didn't see it, so I fed her, and then I looked and I was like, oh shoot, there's a pile of poop right there. I'm not cleaning it until the next day because when they smell rodents, once they smell, they got that smell in there. They not coming off food mode even with the food in their mouth. Boas are a different breed. Like I said, people be complaining about retics. Fuck that shit. Boas in food mode is something you don't want to mess with. I can maneuver around Juju. Juju is and granted he is a baby, but I can maneuver around Juju when he in food mode. My boy Jimmy, he was a gentle giant, a gentle soul until he smelled rats, and then it was ov. It was it. I was the enemy. I was not the friend. I was the enemy when food was around. Oh, let's see. Yep, you do, Eric. You do. Now I gotta make a berry paint trash. Oh man. I still honestly I still don't know where I want to go with the berry gene. I got so many options because I got a shitload of males. I got so many males in my fucking house, especially in the recessives, in my dream recessives. It's like, man, I don't know what I'm doing, Barry. I'm fuck that. I'll figure it out. She's still young. I got time. I got time. Oh man. But yeah, Eric, you got to get on that. Get on that berry paint trash. Oh man. I hope everybody in the chats they had a good holiday. Whether you had to work or not, I hope you at least got a good plate from somewhere. Hope you didn't got some good food somewhere. Crash somebody's house for a meal. Let's see. Eric said, "Me neither." Glad I have time to raise him a little because I only got 73 other project mine. Whew. Eric has FedEx boxes. And the thing is, I can understand if Eric went to FedEx and got one snake here, two snakes there. This fool, every time he go to FedEx, it's like five snakes in the box. I'm like, bruh, it'd be like five, six, seven, eight snakes in the box. I'm like, what the hell? Eric B. He gonna be something. Y'all watch out. He gonna be something to reckon with. Y'all ain't gonna know what to do with him, especially in that trash strike game. Cause he ain't telling us nothing. He'll show us a couple of hits, but he ain't telling us where he going with it. Y'all just gonna look online one day and see a tri stripe looking funny looking thing, and y'all gonna be like, "What the hell is that?" Well, y'all should y'all should not have slept on Mister Eric B. Let's see, let's see, ba ba ba. That man got projects and recessors that I don't even know exist right now. His secret squirrel. Let's see. Mm. So yeah, I think that is what I got planned for Snake Cinema Podcast. Of course, New Year's is coming up, and usually I do my goals of the new year vlog. So I gotta figure that out. I know one thing for sure: the biggest goal of 2026, and it's going to happen, is that I gotta get out of debt. Between this grad school, getting my master's degree, and then as soon as I get my master's degree, taking a pay cut, it's trash. It's so ghetto. So 2026 is gonna be a disciplined year to where I love y'all dearly in the reptile hub. I love y'all dearly. Don't call me about no animals. Don't send me no DMs saying, look what I just hashed out. I don't want to see nothing because I'm not buying nothing. I need to get out of debt. I need a break. I need to break the bank and live beneath my means. I need to act like I'm living off ramen noodles. Like I can't. I gotta fix this. That's my biggest goal right there. And hopefully that goal will be met real soon, real fast, so that by breeding season of 2026, by October, November of 2026, I can do some pairings. Cuz I do want to do at least 3 at max 5 parents next year cuz I will have a lot of my females that I've been waiting patiently on up. They will be ready to go. I got some that are just at that threshold. At that threshold, like maybe by February they will be over the 1,000 grams, like, or 1,500 grams and stuff like that. So I'm just patiently waiting, especially the Riri, my leopard head puzzle. Man, if she can just get up in size, oh, it's OV. I'ma be pairing her so I can get this puzzle project going. Cause I do have a het male. Mm, I'm really trying. I'm working, and then of course DJ is working with me on getting me a puzzle boy, a visual puzzle boy that does not have hypo attached to it. So um hopefully by the time she's ready, he will be ready as well, and I get them hemipines and they get the loving so I can start making my puzzles for my puzzle project. So and then I could quickly add puzzle to my dinker projects. But yeah, I should have 5 girls at least ready about fall of 2026. And so my goal is to get out of debt, pay off a lot of debt early 2026 so that by breeding season I could be at peace and I could just focus on the animals and not have to have this looming financial burden. So I'm when I say I'm broke, I'm broke. Like I'm poor. I'm gonna be if my paycheck says if my paycheck says I'm middle class, I'm telling y'all I'm trailer park. I can't. I'm not. I'm not middle. I'm not. So do not message me saying, "Oh look, we made a blackhead such and such." I'm be like, well, you better put that on auction because I'm not buying. I'm not buying shit. Oh, we could do a payment plan. I love y'all, but I'm not buying shit. I'm broke. Cause I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to pay these debts. I'm trying to pay off the last semester of my student loans. All that jazz. I gotta get right. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Who is this? Oh my gosh. With all these people now becoming my Instagram followers, they better convert over to YouTube. They better convert over to YouTube because I know why they here. They here because they nosy. They here because they nosy because they want to know what I'm going to talk about. Get them something to talk about. Yeah, it's been crazy. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with. I mean, we got time. We got nothing but time, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with these Dinker projects because I look at my Dinkers and I see certain characteristics of them, and I'm just visually trying to, and I know Eric B probably do the same thing, Brian probably do the same thing. I'm visualizing what they would look like combined with certain things. Like because people are assuming that I'm throwing paint into Kazi right away. I'm not. That's probably gonna be the last thing. I'm not gonna do granite right away because I'm still trying to identify the difference with my Kazi thinker. So I'm not gonna mix that. I'm not gonna do that with the AK-47 because again, the AK-47 is a granite gene. So yes, eventually paint will be in those projects because I love that recessive gene, but I need to first hone in on visually knowing, okay, this is a Kazi dinker. This is an AK-47 dinker. Before I throw in something like a nanny or something like a paint or something like I can't mix the granites and then I'm looking confused like, oh, I don't know what to do. And there's only one shed tester for one of these jokers. And I'm not finna spend a whole bunch of money shed testing paint babies. At least not right now. So I do think this is just me, and it won't hurt to try. It won't hurt to try. But I'm kind of leaning towards throwing paint right away to the villain dinker that I got from FNA. I really want to see what that does, what that interaction does. Um, I mean, it could be nothing at all. It could be shit, but I'm kind of thinking about it. Because I got two villains in my collection, um, and then KG from Bond Project. Shout out to KG and D. I love them so much. I love them both so much. They always check on me. And KG always make me laugh with the craziest of memes and videos that he be sending me. But I they have some weird, funky chocolate, black pastel type of animals that when they got shed tested did not test for neither of those genes. And so I can't wait to play with those. I cannot wait to play with that dynamic. And I'm thinking they're gonna do good with the Dinkers, especially because there's so many different lines of black pastel. There's so many different lines of chocolate and all these other genes. There's different lines of pastel, different lines of yellow belly. Even if this is a known line of black pastel, it's not it's not a well talked about. It's not a popular line of black pastel because people are always talking about Barnhart. You know, if it is a new line or a different line of chocolate, you know, that's good. I think that's still good for the diversity of these ball pythons. I'm not afraid of different lines of something that already exists. I'm not afraid to work with that, especially if they have different interactions. And every time I look at these babies, and every time they shed, They did, it's a different line. It's a different freaking line. It ain't no regular black pastel or chocolate. It ain't no Barnhart. Like this some heat on their own. And so to think about interacting those with the Dinkers, I think especially something like a AK-47 or something like or even the Kazi. I'm just thinking out loud in the future because they're babies right now. They're not breeding no time soon, not for another 3 or 4 years. But it's well, the male he'll be fast, but it's cool. It's cool to be in a lane all your own. And sometimes we always say, do your own thing, work your own lane, do your own, be your own person. Sometimes just having a different, like Brian's gonna fucking stand out. Not only as Chicken Mine, he's gonna fucking stand out above the crowd because of his line of yellow belly. Because there is no other line. When you see his animals compared to just regular yellow belly, that that simple different line of something that already exists is gonna make you stand out. So I think when we talk about being your own lane, not just Dinker Squad, but even with a regular genes that already are here, I think the being in your own lane is also not running to the Aussie line of Orange Dream, not automatically running to the Barnhart Black Pastel. And I'm not saying they're bad. They're great. Those are amazing animals. The oranges are oranging they butts off. The battle of the oranges are oranging they butts off. But I also think it is cool that if a new line of an existing gene pop up, I think it's cool to take a risk, take a gamble, and work that out. Cause you never know. One of these lines of out of all these lines of black pastel, one of them gotta be good enough to give us a good super. Hopefully. I mean, look at Blackhead. It's part of the spider genes. It's part of the spider family with cypress and everything else. But one thing about Blackhead is that it be canceling them wobbles out like it ain't nothing. People be having super cypress or regular single gene cypress that be back flipping and break dancing just like the spiders, but for some reason Blackhead is immune to that shit. And I think some of these black pastel lines one day will be proven to not give you kinked duck billed whatever imperfect supers. One day we just got to be patient with this shit and try shit out. And I know that nobody has done the research to prove this, but I'm sorry. At some point, one day, maybe not in my lifetime, maybe somewhere in the future, maybe not in my lifetime, but I did hear some people talk about chondros. It was probably Roe. Yeah, it was Roe, and they were talking about chondros, and they were mentioning that there are certain you got to be careful not to line breed or um not to, well, maybe not line breed is the word, but not to Game of Thrones the chondros because that could be a detriment. I feel like even though nobody has proven or no scientists have done the work to figure it out, but I really do believe a lot of kinks and corkscrewings and breakdancing and duck building is because n- of you just let a mom and a son do it. You know what I'm saying? Or siblings do it. Like I feel like inbred isn't just bad for one particular species of animals. I feel like it's bad throughout everything. It's just some animals can handle it better than others, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just feel like at some point somebody's going to prove that all this line breeding is the reason why certain genetics don't have a perfect super, don't have a good enough super. But that's a different story for another day. Nobody wants to have that conversation. People always want to dismiss it like, no, 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 you got to line breed because how that's why we got the super orange dreams and the ultra orange and all this and all that and blah blah blah. And I'm like, Yeah, it might be good in some genetics, but in other genetics, it's got these babies with missing jaws. And it can these ball pythons are looking like heels have eyes. I'm sorry, y'all. But I digress. But that's another reason why I advocate for imports and dinkers, like wild caught dinkers, not dinkers that popped up because of in line breeding, but dinkers that pop up in the wild because even if you just get a normal from the wild, I just feel like it does better for the bloodline. It makes the bloodline stronger in these projects and in these existing snakes. Yes, I mean, cause why is it so bad with chondros? And they advocate you don't go that route with chondros, but oh, ball pythons is fine. It's no big deal. Like again, I feel like people just feel like ball pythons are just immune to everything. Like there's no way you can overfeed it. There's no way you can have inbred babies. There's no way this. There's no way y'all for a bunch of breeders who never stepped foot in Africa, never stepped foot in Benin, Togo, or Ghana. Y'all really, really act like y'all really know everything about ball pythons, and I feel like every time we have new morphs and genetics, these snakes are showing y'all what y'all refuse to acknowledge. Like the snakes are showing y'all, if you breed a bunch of black pastels or anything in that line, in that spear, that realm, and majority not all, because there are some breeders that be like, oh, I've had 10 clutches and I've only had 2 duck bills. It don't matter. The ratios of the odds don't matter. I really feel like breeding a mom to a son or a dad to a daughter or siblings together in these snakes do something to these snakes eventually down the line. I really do. But then I digress. I'm going on a tangent talking about my future breeding plans. Add new bloodline. That's the PSA. Add new bloodline. Call Outback. Get some new, even if it's just a wild caught yellow belly or a wild caught pastel. Get some new bloodline. Just get something that ain't related to what's in your collection, especially those who buy all your snakes from the exact same breeder. I'm noticing a lot of y'all breeders a lot of y'all breeders either got your snakes from Canova or got your snakes from Miguel. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hating on those two brothers. I'm not. Because people think that when I talk about the cult, which is their fans, that I'm talking about them. No, I have no issues with Justin or Miguel. I just get annoyed with their fanboys who always, think that they could do no wrong and that they are super men and not human beings. But I digress. But I've noticed a lot of y'all have a whole your racks are filled with nothing but Canova snakes and nothing but always involving snakes. No new bloodline. And we all know that they've traded and worked and collab with each other and bought snakes from each other. So it's a whole bunch of related snakes. I'll say it out there to say it's a whole bunch of related snakes in most people's collections. Add new bloodline, please. Call Outback. Add new bloodlines somewhere in your collection so that we won't keep having these mishaps with these babies. And that is my PSA. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't went on a whole tangent talking about my future preview plans. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Da, 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 da. Mm. What up, Chris? Thanks for tapping in. Eric said I'll be sending direct messages to you every time I cut a clutch. Well, you're a fool. First of all, no, you're not, because you're gonna forget. You're gonna have a clutch and you're gonna be so secret squirrel about it. And won't nobody know that you had a clutch. Maybe Dylan and Ashley would know, but nobody else would know. Oh, what up, Chris? What up, Robinson? What up, y'all? Thanks for tapping in. King of Thrones. Oh, now I feel attacked. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, because most of yours come from Ashley. Most of your snakes come from Pipston. They all related. All kissing cousins. I'm through. Eric, you a fool. Oh man. All I'm saying, Eric, well, you've already added new bloodline. You got some Big Mike stuff. You got some heat coming. You added some new bloodline to the mix. Just add a little more. Every couple of generations, just throw in somebody who ain't related, who ain't a kissing cousin in these snakes and these ball pythons. Just to make the gene the blood genes go stronger and make sure that that's why when that one breeder, I forgot his name. I'm not trying to be shady. I really did forget his name. But there was one breeder who came out complaining about either acid or confusion, one of those not eating well. Um and I feel like if we really I feel like because they're ball pythons and people see them as pet rocks and people see them as hardy animals that you can't power feed and you can't do this, you can't do that with them. Talk about it's very hard to kill a ball python. You got to really be an idiot to kill a ball python. Well, I really feel like that. I really feel like stuff like that, like animals who probably have something like, oh my gosh, why does this particular genes genetics don't want to eat or have trouble eating or whatever isn't consistent with eating. Again, I feel like nobody it's like something that people just don't want to have that conversation of maybe. I'm not saying it is the cause. I'm not saying lion breeding is the cause. I'm just saying nobody is even attempting to question that maybe it could be. It could be one of the reasons. These kissing cousins could be one of the reasons why acid or confusion probably have eating issues, which I hear a lot of breeders coming out saying that that's not true. So I don't know what's the truth and what's not. But I'm just saying, maybe if your entire collection came from one or two people and one or two people only, and they all related in some type of way, they clutch mates and all this other stuff, and you're breeding them together, and now grandma is actually mom and auntie mama and stuff like that. Like I feel like that does something to their genetics. It does something. So yeah, my PSA: add new bloodline. Just you don't have to do it all the time. Just every couple of generations. Just throw something out, somebody unrelated out there into the projects. Let's see. My snakes came from like six different breeders, but one of them breeders it was Canova. Hey, I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. I'm not saying anything is wrong with Canova. I'm just saying there are some breeders who literally they only shop with Canova. They only shop with or they only shop with Miguel. They don't add nothing new. Nothing new. Like every time, like they only shop with one or two breeders. And so your whole collection, you're breeding cousin to cousin or sister to brother or mom to like it's just I feel like that really does something to their genetics, not just look wise, because people always talk about, oh, they look better. Lion breed, you pick out the best quality and breed that back, and then, it looks better. It might look better, it might look shinier, it might look more vibrant and more orange, and why does this look more rainbow than this? It might be true, but what is it doing on the inside? That's my question. And I don't think we do enough science. I don't think we question enough. People think questioning something like this, like people probably look back at this live and be like, "Oh my gosh, so negative." No, no, I'm just being realistic. If something like, for example, and this is a and I know we shouldn't compare reptiles to mammals. I'm not that dumb. I actually took biology class and shit like that and zoology because I wanted to be a zookeeper at one point in my life. But tigers, the white tigers. And not only the white tigers, but a lot of the big cats. The reason why those happen is because, especially the tigers, the white tigers that was like in Vegas and those shows and those circuses and stuff. They're the only way they can come out like that is inbreeding. But over the years, people have discovered a lot of them have eye issues. A lot science, they start doing more research. Science discovery that there's a lot of internal issues that are happening with those particular tigers, just like with the panthers. There's no such thing as a panther, but the leopards and cougars that not cougar, yeah, the leopards and jaguars that are like albino or melanistic, a lot of that pop up because of inbreeding. And so a lot of like the zoos, the circuses, especially back in the day before the animal rights people kind of help protect them a little bit more. A lot of circuses and a lot of like the Vegas guys, the guys who the whatever Barnum and Bailey, whoever, the dude that got attacked on stage with the circus, the stage show with the tiger. A lot of them purposely inbred those tigers so that they could get the all white tigers. That's the only way they could do it, because it wasn't like ball pythons, were recessive and a co-dominant or incomplete dominant trace, where you can get a regular tiger and an albino tiger, mix them together, and at least one baby come out. No, it had to be related in order for, you had to do white tiger with white tiger to get another white tiger. Um but come to find out, a lot of those tigers are fucked up on the inside. A lot of them didn't live long lives compared to the regular tigers, even in the captivity, because you think, oh, they're in captivity, they'll survive for a long time. No, they would die. The zoos couldn't keep them alive. Like, they would die off and stuff because of internal issues that was going on, because you bred either siblings together or a child with a parent or whatever, just so you can get this. So yes, they're pretty. The white tiger is pretty. It's immaculate. It's beautiful. Just with the jaguars and the leopards, they're beautiful, immaculate. You're like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. Blue eyes, white. That's a bell tiger or whatever. But compared to a regular tiger, they're dead half a lifespan, or they're blind and can't see shit, or they might have teeth issues and stuff. Like, it's crazy. So why do we think, if it get just with humans, heels have eyes? You know an inbred person when you see one. Like, it's very obvious. But and sometimes it's not, the royal family, some of them you can tell and some you can't, but if you know, you know. But y'all are more focused on the aesthetics, the outside appearance. You're not thinking inward, and why even in captivity, why these animals are so messed up. So I really do feel like if we took the time or got real biologists, real zoologists, real experts to actually take time and study and do peer reviews and stuff like that, I really feel like if someone or a group of people really did the research on these captive bred ball pythons with all these Morse and all these inbreds, I really feel like it might be some news to come out that breeders don't want to know, or they'll probably brush under the rug, like, we don't care. Like, we might get a couple of duck bills every now and then. Well, yeah, it's all right. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing. But I really feel like a lot of these issues with these genetics is because of Game of Thrones and heels have eyes breeding. uh let's see. Eric said, not everything came from Pip says, so I'm actually good there. It's hard because no one is working the same direct. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And I get that. I'm not condemning or shaming or looking down on people who have to go that route, because I have to go that route. I have like four different thinkers. So in order for me to prove that the Kazi has a viable super, yeah, she might have to go. She's gonna definitely have to bang her son or grandson. Like, it's gonna happen. It's in order for us to prove out certain genetics and certain morphs and seeing and making our own hits, because we don't have the capital. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, the fact that I got paint and ultramail in my projects is nothing but short of a miracle and a blessing, because I can't afford that shit. Or at least when I first started breeding, I couldn't afford that shit. Some of that stuff I still can't afford. It takes people like a KG to bless me with something. It takes something like a Darian Azani to bless me with something, or give me a deal, or give me a payment plan. Cause I just can't. I respect the breeders who come in because they can. take the risk and just shell out 10,000, 5,000, 4,000 here, 2,000 there on the snake. Hey, hats off to you. Nothing but mad respect. But that ain't me. So I gotta go the slow and steady route with a bunch of hits. Like I was blessed with a het monarch female. I was blessed with I was blessed. Well, I got lucky. I wasn't blessed. I got lucky because I guess they had enough stock in them that had enough to let go. But but I was able, thanks to the Herp and Harbins, to get dang, what is stack? What is stack? Damn, I didn't the name to slip me. Mon I got Monarch. I got Ultramel hits. It's another one of those James Monsoon hit Monsoon. It took me a minute to get there. A het monsoon male. But guess what? I ain't got no females. I ain't got no visuals. I can't afford a visual monsoon. So I'm gonna have to make my own out of this one male that I got. So I get it. I'm gonna have to Game of Thrones some shit. I'm gonna have to Game of Thrones some shit. But I just feel like certain genetics, like the black pastels of the world, like the if it's true that acid or confusion have trouble eating, I feel like that some of those issues, the duck billings, the big eyes, or the small tiny eyes of certain snakes, because certain snakes they got little bitty dots as eyes. Like I really feel like that's not an incubation issue. I really feel like it's some line breed. It's some inbred Game of Thrones shit. I mean, look at the royal family. I'm just saying. Some of them, you can just look at their face. You like, oh yeah, you definitely an uncle cousin baby. Oh, right. Hey, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I shop with whoever as long as they don't got bad reviews. I'm with you on that to the T. Like, bruh. As long as and not just reviews. I don't just go off the morph marker reviews. I have to talk to some people and see if any of my people have ever shot with you, because I've heard some horror stories. They might have great reviews, amazing reviews, and amazing, high score on morph market. But I asked people in the group chats like, yo, you ever shop with this person? You ever shop with this person? They was like, yeah, they cool, but and I when I get that but my senses like, yeah, they cool, they real nice, great customer service, but they did send me a snake with mice once. They gave me partial my money back, but they did give me a snake with RI, or they did maintenance feed the baby. The baby came out 20 some grams in the out the box. Like I'd be like, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, because this morph market reviews, this golden star, this green check, really. Because a lot of y'all would deal with bad situations but don't tell nobody. That's what pisses me off the most about this hobby. Y'all will get fucked up situations or get messed up animals in your FedEx box and won't tell nobody. Won't tell nobody. And so I gotta do like three or four different ways of vetting, especially if I actually I had to be honest, I haven't bought not one snake off Morph Market. Every snake I've gotten was either because of Patreon group chats like Bomb Projects or Instagram. Like some people will post babies on Instagram and I DM them, but as far as going on Morph Market, inquiring on Morph Market, I've never done that. The only thing I do is when I buy from breeders, either Instagram or in the group chats on Patreons, they'll ask me, hey, could you go to I have it listed on Morph Market. Could you go and pretend to acquire it so that I can get reviews after this transaction? I would do that just so they can get their reviews and their credit up. But as far as like shopping on Morph Market like normal people, I've never done that. I've never bought a snake off Morph Market. I'm always DMing people, hey, is this snake available? And it's because they posted on their Instagram, like, and they'll be like, yeah, yeah, go to my Morph Market, click the inquire, and I'll sell it to you. Like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, I do look at the reviews, but I always got to get a second or third opinion even before that. If I don't know you and I've never met you, I got to, cause I be. And there's a guy locally here in Memphis. I'm not gonna say his name yet because he's done some shady shit, especially when it comes to rat breeders here in Memphis. He will call the health department on some people, or call like animal control on some people if he found out you're breeding rodents for snakes. But he does the same thing. He's trying to do a monopoly to where he's the only one. Him and his partner are the only ones selling rats in Memphis. So I'm not gonna say his name right now, but once we finish compiling all our proof and everything that we need to handle things legally, once that happens, oh, I'm blasting his name out. But I say all that to say this fool, this evil idiot, he sells a lot on Palm Street app, and he auctions a lot on Morph Market, and he has, if you look on his page, he has amazing reviews, wonderful reviews. But guess what? I know for a fact, because people talk in Memphis, breeders talk, customers talk, first time pet owners talk. He has sold a lot of sick animals, because what he do is that he'll go on these auctions. He'll go on YouTube auctions, Facebook auctions. He will buy animals off people in Facebook groups, and he will flip them. But he won't quarantine them correctly. He won't do all the proper things. So some people have bought snakes from him, and they die right away, or they come back with RI, or they come back with a whole bunch of stuck shit. Or look at, it's bad. It's bad here in the Memphis scene. He actually got banned from a lot of shows. Like for the longest time, a lot of shows would not let him show up. But unfortunately, he's making his way back into the scene, because some people, some show owners or show promoters have left, and the new promoters don't know none. And so yeah, we're dealing with that. But I say all that to say, his if you go to his Morph Market, reviews immaculate. He makes a killing, and it's so popular all over the Palm Street scene and stuff like that. But those of us who live here locally knows, we know the truth. We know that he's an animal flipper, and even the animals that he breeds on his own, he will misidentify them, say that they're this when they're not, clearly not. Say, and it's just bad practice. So be careful even with those Morph Market reviews, because those Morph Market reviews could be very misleading. Very misleading. He can be one way on Morph Market and one way on Palm Street, but when you go to these Repticons or these other local shows, oh, totally different ball game. Totally different ball. I'm just saying. Can't always trust Morph Market reviews. Oh, I stay with paper towels so I can spot them ASAP. Facts. As you should. As you should. What up, Jamie? What it do? Thanks for tapping in. Just doing my monthly live, because I think I missed last month, honestly, my Snake Prince live. But don't worry, we're still doing Snake Cinema podcast tomorrow, because I got a lot to talk about on that front. But I just, since for the first time in forever, this house is completely empty and I got the Wi Fi to myself. So I was like, let me go ahead, because I don't know if I'll ever get this again, this much quiet time. But yes. So just doing the update we talked about earlier. So hit that replay. We talked about my plans for Snake Cinema podcast for the rest of the year. And we talked about uh breeding plans, my goals for breeding for 2026, because I'm only focusing on the Kazi project right now for this year. I just wanted to focus on her and getting her right, and things are looking up. Things are looking like she is gonna go for us. I really do believe I caught an ovulation. And she's definitely prego. She finally stopped eating. Finally, she been smashing food all yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Da, 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 da. And then I went from talking about my breeding plans to I went on a tangent about Game of Thrones breedings. So if you missed it, if you came in late, um, let's see. Blah blah blah. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh man, how was y'all's, for those in the chats? How were y'all Thanksgiving? Did y'all get fat like me? Did y'all backs get bigger like me? Cause I know mine did. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I look, my fitness coach, my weight loss coach told the whole group, don't celebrate, have fun, celebrate the holidays, don't have any shame, any guilt, don't do not, don't beat yourself up, don't Don't go, just enjoy yourself. And I listened to him. I enjoyed myself. I was like, fuck this shit. Um, I made sure I was good on that front without any guilt. And I got seconds too. My mom made me some vegan lasagna and she put her foot in it. She put a little turkey in there because I can have birds. But oh my gosh, she killed that. And I still got some left over because nobody else was eating the vegan stuff. They wanted the real lasagna. Oh man, that shit was amazing. Let's see. I'm eating leftovers right now. Facts. Facts. I'm actually full right now because we stopped at a gas station and got Subway on the way home from Nashville. But in the morning, before Snake Cinema podcast, I'm eating leftovers again. Cause that turkey my sister made was fire. Oh my gosh. That thing was so good. I don't know how the hell I don't know what was in that gravy stuff she made. She poured on it. Oh, sinful. I'll make me a turkey sandwich. Put a little lemon pepper sauce on that joint. Look at me being big, and I'm trying to lose weight. Oh man. I've been on here for an hour. Okay. Well, that's enough. I think a lot of y'all are waiting to tap into other podcasts tonight. I'm not sure if Big Mike and Matt are gonna go live this week. Probably not. Probably next week. Um, oh no, that's on Saturdays before Sophisticated. That's why I'm getting my days mixed up. See what happens when I have a week off work? My days are so off and mixed up. I'm thinking that double clutch come on tonight. No. But I don't want to be in the way of anybody else's shows tonight. So I will see y'all in the morning, 9 a.m. Central. We got a lot to talk about, especially with Snake Cinema Podcast and the state of that and what went down and how a whole year, probably a year and a half, honestly, when we think about it, worth of content that I worked my ass off is now gone, disappeared forever. I'm definitely gonna Yep, I'm not holding anything back. I'm not gonna be politically correct. I'm not gonna spare anyone's feelings. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and it be dead on that. It be dead on that. I will say this, just so if anybody misses the show, um, if you want to know where I stand with Keys Constrictors, just letting y'all know I don't stand at all. I'm done. I'm done. I'm walking away. That friendship, that relationship is pretty much dead on my end. Just keeping it a buck with y'all. And I'm not saying y'all should not support him or y'all should not boycott or y'all should I'm not saying none of that. Y'all can continue to support everybody the way y'all been supporting everybody. Y'all continue to be in the chats and watch their shows and continue to do it. I'm just saying for me, for Elias, I am done. Um because that a lot of stuff has been happening behind the scenes that nobody's privy to, and for the sake of one person that I respect and love dearly, I'm gonna keep it at that until they want to come out and share their story. But I've been lied to so many times that I'm just over it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of playing these games and pretending like everything's good when it's not. And then for all those episodes, all those shows to be deleted permanently forever, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So there's no going back from that now. And I will talk more about that in the morning time. But like I said, I'm not holding shit back. I'm be honest, I'm be truthful, I'm be raw, and can't nobody stop me because it's my fucking show. Um, and so it is what it is. But just so y'all know, I'm done. I'm over it. You won't see me on no hair downs, none of that shit. I will continue to support Wiz, and I will continue to support KG Bump Projects. Anything they do, I support them. But other than that, I'm done. I'm over it. What up, Dickie? Thanks for tapping in. Hashtag replay gang, because I'm about to get off this live so I don't interfere with anybody else's shows. I just want to do a quick little live thing, but come tap in Snake Cinema Podcast tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central. And Yeah. But just for those who were probably curious or want to know, it's over. It's dead. And I'm not the only person who feels the same way. Some people just decide to exit quietly and silent. I can't. When I've been disrespected to my face, I can't. So there will be a reckoning in the morning on tomorrow's show, but I just got to speak the truth and say how I feel and address why, if people come to my channel and they see episodes 95 to 106, but they want to know where the fuck is the rest of the episodes before episode 50 or whatever, that big old gap. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Anyways, I love y'all. Thanks for tapping in. Hashtag replay gang. This has been November Snake Prince live stream, uh, where I just give y'all updates on breeding plans and my photography gigs and things of that nature. So it's not really a podcast, it's just a hangout. And also check us out on Thursday, me and the Shenanigans on the Shenanica podcast. We will be back. We took yesterday off because of the holidays, because everybody was with their respective families and stuff like that and dealing with, hosting or going to dinners and things like that. So we took this week off, but we are coming back with the foolishness, the fun, the crazy. Of course, Candy Wow, but saying the most outlandish stuff. We will be back next Thursday. So check us out on Thursdays at 6:30 Central Time PM. And yeah, so that is it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. There's no intro or outro for this because it's not a real podcast. So I'll check y'all in the morning. Peace out. I love y'all.